Hey, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. In today's episode, we are talking about benefits and risk of automation and how the digital world has transformed over the last year and how you can make more money, leverage it to death, and some of the pitfalls to avoid. Someone who was coming, as we said in the last podcast, coming to me with 4 new AI softwares a week and talking about automations and of what we can do next and all these exciting things is, of course, my favorite person on the internet, Brandon Duff, my co-host for the Passive Buddies podcast. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I am doing amazing. Wow, what an intro. Thank you so much. You are my favorite person besides my wife. Not even on the internet, but in just everything. So boom. Yeah, so automation is amazing. Like I'm always searching, researching. It's funny because growing up, I hated learning. I hated school, really. And when I got to an adult and started my own business, I was like, I love learning things I'm interested in. And even in things I'm not interested in, but that are needed to like kind of take your business to that next level is super, I think, fascinating, fun to do. And so the great thing about learning is learning automation so that it frees up your time so that you can learn even more things. And so previously we had, and we still have it, is our super Facebook tools. It's kind of the thing that got me started in the online space. And it was a Facebook tool for Facebook. It was a Facebook tool for Facebook. Of course it was. But it was a CRM tool for Facebook. And it allowed me, and if you don't know what a CRM tool, it's a client relationships management tool, and it allows you to kind of track your leads, your kind of your most important contacts, so that you can easily follow up with them and either sell them or build relationships with them or follow up with them or whatever it is that you're trying to use the CRM tool for. And so we've had some great experiences with it, but then we've also had some negative experiences with it. And so I'll give you a little story on one of the risks of, it's fixed now, but previously with automation, we had this tool called Engage Others, and it would scroll Facebook and comment based on the engagement. And so previous versions of it didn't have any kind of checker to see what the reactions were. So if someone said like, previously it would just do a random comments. So like, say for instance, someone would be like, "Oh, I'm so sad. My grandfather died.
Happy Wednesday."
Yeah. And then the post would be like, "That's such an amazing post." Like that typical bot comments. That's such a great post. Thank you for sharing. I hope you have an amazing Thursday. Or like, wow, what an amazing like post. I can't believe you're doing so awesome. Like random things like that. But now with the tool, Brian's just dying over here. Yeah, that it will check the reactions. It will see the most common reactions. So if there's more sad faces than happy faces, like when the grandfather died, there'd be more sad faces. So it'd be like, "Oh, so sad. I'm sorry to hear that." Because then it would notice the reactions were this. But I'm guessing in the near future here, if not already, Engage Others will be taken to a whole different place where essentially it will, instead of grabbing the reactions, it will grab the actual contents of the post, feed into ChatGPT, and then filter a response off of that thing and then post it into Facebook. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah, definitely automation does have its risks, but with great risk comes great responsibility, or with great power comes great responsibility.
You didn't watch Spider-Man. And do you know what? Obviously, like, I know we're on the podcast and we're supposed to be talking about that, but like, just obviously a spitball idea. Like, as you say, like, if you can get the software to scan the post, read the post, and then scan all the comments, put all that into like a chat GPT, and go, right, well, obviously based on my personality, what would be the best response, and then put
Right.
that in there, have that all automated, obviously by putting ChatGPT on an overlay or whatever. And that literally could grab everything and put you'd never have to comment again.
Right.
You'd never have to open up Facebook.
Well, I mean, pretty soon, but I mean, that's how it's going to be, right? It's going to be, I don't know. There's going to be a point, and I think that's why I mean, we just noticed the other day our engagement has been a little bit short in a sense, on not short form content but long form content, and maybe it's just me, maybe I don't know, but organic traffic is being harder and harder with Facebook. And if you have AI now that can automatically post, automatically comment, automatically create images, automatically create video, and automatically post, there's just going to be a bunch of bots, robots, or AI talking to each other on Facebook. So it's definitely going to be an interesting world.
Yeah, 100%. As you say, like Facebook, obviously, with the bots and the engagement and like, it'll be the people at the start of their journey that will obviously then do the buy-in. But the more experienced people, like, you just won't see them on Facebook. They will
Right.
be. They will be on podcasts. They will be on YouTube videos. They will be creating reels because they're more fun to create for a content creator, aren't they? Rather than doing a written post.
Right.
But then even then, obviously, like, you've got videos that can just replace your mouth movement and put your audio in based on a
Yeah.
script. You might not even have to do that anymore. But it's just like leveraging it, as we talked about on the last one, like leveraging absolutely everything. Which is obviously a huge, huge benefit for automation. And I know obviously some people have got like like they've got the backup about all this, haven't they? It's like, oh no, well, it's going to take all their jobs, so I'm not going to use it. And me. Because obviously they're scared that the robots are going to take over. Like, yeah, obviously, I don't know whether the robots will 100% take over and we'll have a king robot overlord. Like, but from a point of view, like, if you're not leveraging this stuff and like you're trying to draw a line in the sand because you're stuck in the 80s, like, and you out of principle, you stay in there. You're gonna struggle in business. Like, you need to be leveraging these automation tools. Like, for instance, obviously we used to think like Zapier was like super, super cool. Like, obviously it could take a trigger point from over here and move it over there and then do a load of tasks. And that was awesome. And now, like, that's basic automation stuff now, isn't it? Like, the growth of the digital transformation for automation, AI, like a mass producing the workload and taking a lot of tasks off you is just insane. Now, you do need to be leveraging like automation tools like Zapier, like Make, like Pabbly to take admin tasks away. Like, take as much admin away as possible because you don't have to do it anymore. Between prompts, between templates, between processes, you can literally map all out and get rid of a lot of your work. I seen the other day, some guy was, I think it was a reel, and he was showing the power of Zapier, and I think he lent with ChatGPT as well, and they got 35,000 tasks automated in a month.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's absolutely insane. And like leveraging that. And we've just put one in now in our own business. So whenever we write a blog or ChatGPT writes a blog, I go put my personality in and move it into a folder, it automatically uploads onto WordPress in draft form. So my editor can just tweak it and away he goes. We're just trying to work it so it goes from WordPress to Medium as well, like all automatically. So again, like just creating it once, moving it. There's going to be loads. There's going to be absolutely loads, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's just insane. Like, the benefits of automation. I know on this podcast you'll probably hear us talk about it again and again and again and again. And for the sake of it, like, the things that get repeated get remembered, and you need to remember to use automation. You need to be leveraging what is around you right now and how much time you can save, which then obviously isn't that the whole idea of a passive income business, is to save
Right.
time, make money. So if you are listening to this podcast and you aren't using automations, it's clearly something wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to check out the nice little median or WordPress median automation. I know there is a tool, might be a WordPress tool that automatically does that.
Nice.
So I'll have to definitely check that out. But yeah, automations I think are vitally important. And yeah, you might think that it's going to take all of our jobs, AI is, but that's what we thought with the internet. And we thought with, all Facebook and all the different technologies that come out every single year. And it's just going to, well, actually, I don't know if you have a problem with it there, but, and I don't know, this is what my wife says, but there seems to be a problem with just hiring people. So people just don't want to work.
No.
So it's, so what if it takes people's jobs, because people aren't wanting to work anyways. So it's, you can't have your cake and eat it too, in a sense. Like you can't complain that no one, that AI is going to take everyone's job, but then not want to work. Like it doesn't make sense. But I am a big fan of AI. I'm a big fan of automation. It saves a bunch of time. If you can take that automation, those tasks away from you to free up your time so that you can use that time towards your business or towards your loved ones, then I think that it's well worth it.
100%. And as you say, like the people don't want to work and then moan the poor. It's like that doesn't really make sense, guys.
Right.
Like there's certain jobs that you don't want to do, and I get that. Like whether you don't want to work at McDonald's, or like you don't want to be a bin man or just a trash man collector. I don't know what you guys call them. Well, go and do something with ChatGPT. Go and make yourself valuable and go and earn your money in a different, easier way, which is obviously how this whole podcast came about, wasn't it? It was like how to create online passive income in the easiest way possible. And thankfully, obviously, because of the tool generation over the last 12 months, or what's now we are getting access to, is just absolutely insane. So you definitely need to be leveraging automation as much as you can. Like map out the process, the process. Go and find as much automation as you can to remove the tasks so you can put out more work. And the people who can put out more content, the people who can put out more product are good, and people who can get the attention and dominate the conversation are going to be the ones that win. So you can either be on that journey or you can't. That's completely up to you.
Yeah, and I think that's a great way to end it. I think that you summed it up perfectly, and I take us out.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Obviously, if you want to learn this stuff, join the Cashflow community. The link will be the first one below. Come and start building that recurring income. Like Ashley, like Rory, like Mike, all of these people are starting and have got $1,000 a month within about 40 days recurring, nice and easy. So you come and join us, and this will be your life in terms of recurring income, financial freedom, and doing things the smart way. And I'll see you on the next episode.
Peace.